Hello. Unfortunately, I do believe I've done it again. I may have not played this game in a couple of weeks. So, we're gonna have to derust today as well. I've already done a little bit of derusting, but more shall come, I'm sure. I accidentally did a bunch of stuff off camera. I got a bunch more gourd seeds. Ooh, some ravioli given to her, I think, yeah. So I should have like 4 gourd seed heals now, which is nice. And also gave the barrel to the sculptor, which gave us some lore, but it wasn't, that important. And now I can also upgrade my tool, so I can get spinning shuriken. But now I actually have a purpose for my money, so I suppose now I shouldn't be throwing all away, my money all away to just getting more ammo. So that's a shame, but also we have something to use that whole thing for, Because I was kind of being like, why do I even like want to keep this money? Doesn't really help me that much. Doesn't really help me at all. It was a bit odd that there was money and there's no vendors. It's a little bit odd, but now it's starting to fall a bit more into cohesion for me. No, don't shoot me! Hey, he's done it. Wow. Also, unseen aid is slightly less weapon slamming. Oh my god, that was the wrong key. That was the wrong button. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, we got this. So I was trying to get this goodie here. But I have come upon the awkward realization that platforming, a little bit awkward. The range for the grapple hook is a lot shorter than I thought it was. There we go, we got it. Ooh, yeah, I'm still also raving. The reason why some footage has been lost is because I forgot that this game ravs a lot. A strange amount. So I had to change the encoder again. I thought it was just like a thing we had to do last time, with the whole changing encoders and stuff to make the game run better. But I guess that's just how Sekiro runs for me now. Can you get up there? Oh, I swear I actually managed to skip a whole bunch of this area last time. Oh yeah, it was over there. There's actually a shortcut over here. No, go away. Do not shoot me. Thank you. There's actually like a little ledge over here somewhere, which I used to skip all this combat with. No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling you, there was a ledge somewhere that I just happened upon, which let me just skip a whole bunch of all this combat. There we go. Here it is. So I was, I think I was saying last time that like, ugh, this is gonna be like a whole bunch of combat we have to do to get to this boss fight, mini boss fight, whatever. But actually, as it turns out, actually not that much combat at all we have to do. I think there's like 3 lads you have to kill in order to get to this guy. And oh boy, I do not know what to do against this guy here. I gave him a cursory little look just to get refreshed here, and all I can figure out so far is jump on him, but also shurikens. Not bad. Like, it's just really hard to touch, But when it's not here, oh, what the hell? That's quick enough. Rip. Didn't even really get a heal though. He's just so different from a lot of bosses because it never stands still. Like, and that actually makes it really hard to get in on him. Like, the most he stands still was like that attack right there, where he kind of like swipes. And the main way to like evade him is to jump in on his attacks and jump off, I feel. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it yet. Clearly, as you can see that. Honestly, my test attempts went a lot better than that. My test attempt did end up giving Dragon Rot to someone I didn't recognize though, like Raving Mob or something it said. Not entirely sure who that is. Also, I believe I'm going the wrong way now if I intend to do the shortcut thing I just did. We'll see. So there's like guys that, yeah, it's over here, right? More grapple hook points, please. Oh, are we stuck? We're not stuck. I think this game has to be pretty good about not getting you stuck anywhere. It's not happened to me yet. It's always something you gotta worry about when you make these high mobility games, but it feels like they've been had taken a quite narrow scope to what you can grapple onto and stuff. If they made some sort of engine that just let you like grapple onto like certain surfaces, I'm pretty sure you'll be like stuck so many times during a playthrough. Just, it's so obnoxious. If they made some sort of like Spider-Man sort of setup for grapple hooking, you know, well, there's gonna be like so many places where you can web to that you kind of have to make some sort of engine for it. I was kind of thinking for a second that maybe we should get on the high ground, because obviously you can't beat what's on the high ground, and then like maybe jump on him or something like that, like Taurus Demon. But nah, that's not happening. Okay, we're doing dodge attacks here. Not terrible. Also well-timed dodges. Seems to be going okay. Because he can't turn extremely well. The main way he hits you is by going so far away from you and going so fast at you that you can't quite like get out of his like charge, you know? Oh, that was a decent dodge. Come on. Yeah, sure. Like his main advantage is basically speed. So I constantly have to get close to him actually, so that I can dodge around him. But I can't really attack him this way until he slows down. Yeah, okay, he does slow down every now and then, and that's when I get him. Yeah, see, I was too far away there, as I couldn't get around him. Maybe I should like try to hang around walls. Ooh, that hitch. I don't think it likes walls actually, yeah. Ow. Hanging around the horns? Not great. Ooh, okay, yeah. This has gotta be like the hardest boss I've seen so far. Like, even harder than like the real bosses. I don't know. I don't know about hard, but it's very awkward. I'm just not getting him at all. The distance does help me a little bit as well. Maybe I need to upgrade my shuriken. There was a shuriken upgrade in the workshop after all. Because shurikens are actually like putting a big dent in his health here. Oh, come on! Okay, yeah, rip. That's me dead. It's just, it doesn't slow down ever, and you can't. I don't feel like you can hit him when he's just zooming around like that. He's doing zoomies, and I don't know if I can hit him. Dancing powder. Nah. No, that's not it. Snapseed? I don't know. I just don't know, okay? Might be some sort of consumable here that trivializes this encounter. By like, startling the bull. Or like, I don't know. I don't feel like... Oh, come on. I don't feel like making the fire go out is necessarily like gonna help me too much, you know? Because like, that isn't really my problem, that he's on fire. Like, the burn thing has only really affected me when I've already been dead. Right? The build-up isn't like that huge. I need him to stop moving. That is my main thing. So I need to find some way to like mess with his AI, manipulate his AI, in order to facilitate him standing a bit still. Maybe not even like standing still, but moving slower. When it goes into his like little trot. Is that what you call when bulls walk slowly? That's when I can get him. Is gate a thing? Ooh, okay. Oh, that was one of the soldiers actually. They wanted to get me. Oh, come on, give me a little bump. That counts. I feel like it only really lets me like get away with that stuff when I'm straight ahead of them, while it's like slow. It's just so awkward to, yeah, like that. But then he just like decided to charge instead anyway, so it wasn't really what I needed, you know. Sometimes his attacks aren't actually like that bad. Actually, I kind of feel like jumping around rather than dodging might actually be a lot stronger here. It feels a bit faster. And it's not like consuming my stamina or anything, because you don't have any stamina when doing these things. And like, while I'm jumping, I might actually have like the opportunity to jump off him as well if needs be. Yeah, this bunny hop strat thing is working really well. He's so fast. Oh my god. Okay. So there's more applications than just jumping off things, which makes jumping a valid choice then. Jesus. I can't see anything. Back he leaves. Bye leaves. Is this corner could help me? There is one bit of awkward geometry in this level, and that is this corner right here. I wonder if we can block him at all. I haven't really thought about blocking here very much. That might actually be a thing I'm also missing out on. It's actually, maybe it's really easy to just block his charges. Ow. That's done. Not gonna lie about that. What the hell is he doing? Is ravving my game. I can say that for sure. Why is my game being so ravvy? It's like the only From Software game that's not run perfectly for me. Man, it just takes so little damage as well. But we only need to get to like a quarter health, I think, and then we can shuriken him down. It's just impossible to hit. Not well, while it's charging. Ooh. It's very safe to drink against this guy though, as long as you know the timing to do it. Hang on. Actually, that's not bad. I jumped off the wall there while it was next to me, and it gave me a lot of opportunities to slash at him. What the hell was that attack? He did a Tokyo drift on me. In Tokyo, possibly. Probably not in Tokyo. This might be a little bit too early to start going to shuriken strats. Just chasing him now while he's charging. We do still have our res actually. So that's one more little droplet of sustain we got. I mean, look at these shuriken hits. I think it's because we hit him in the face, isn't it? That's why it does so much damage. Because when he's swiping, usually it doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but he does seem to have like an affinity for being hit in the face. And by affinity I mean definity, because he doesn't like it. That's how words work. Fuck, the homing there was so good, Jesus. He suddenly decided to get really good tracking on us. That's rough. Should I try blocking him? I can try blocking him, but I feel like it's a really easy way for me to die. Because he just attacks a whole lot, and it doesn't leave me a whole bunch of opportunities to attack him, right? So I feel like that is just really risky for no gain. Because I feel like the main reason you want to like block a bunch is if you can reliably execute them, right? To just kill them outright. But I'm not seeing any sort of signs of this guy's stamina going down a whole bunch. To be fair, we haven't also not been blocking him, which would also mean that his stamina would be going down slower. But I just don't feel a little confident about blocking him, okay? I'm not riding. Yeah, the game does not like this bull. It's rapping so hard with this bull. Man, it's rough as well because like the attempts just take a long time against this guy. Because with usual bosses you can force the issue by getting better. Because it's often about like being able to do more damage faster, right? Because once you're like, oh come on, dude. But once you actually like know their attacks. But this guy, like, you can't force the issue at all. Like, well, you can force the issue if like blocking him dramatically changes things. It dramatically changes things. But I'm taking so much damage every time I miss it, though. And the timing is just not what I'm used to. Oh yeah, the burn thing, that was a concern as well when I block. Is that that way the burn thing is actually a concern. We're actually doing a lot of stam damage though. No, don't mind. I was being a big fool. This is the way. This is actually really easy. We just have to learn exactly when we block this thing. I'm just spamming the block though until I get confident with it. Nope. That hurt. I'm not using my pellets. It does so much damage. Well, blocking the charge actually. Pew. Nah, this isn't happening. Man, he takes so much poison damage when you hit his face. Yeah, okay. Easy. Easy. That was so close. That was so close. We were like just on the cusp there of actually like beating him by exhausting him. But yeah, I don't regret that we did try the evasive strat. Because we did learn like exactly how evasive you can be by just jumping around. Like that was crazy. Whoop. Because I haven't really used to jump at all. Turns out you fucking zoom around. You zoom around with the jump. I mean, actually you might just be able to zoom around by just sprinting as well, maybe. I don't know. Is there counter damage in this? Do you like take extra damage if you get hit while sprinting or jumping? Because that was a big thing in like Dark Souls. Is that if you're gonna get hit, you probably don't want to be sprinting because it'll take like, is it? It's like 50% more damage or something like that, right? It's a pretty nasty amount of damage. Like, if you, for example, on like the Hellcat direct bridge, you probably don't want to be sprinting because you probably just outright die to the flames if you get hit by it. Like actually stopping will help you survive so much more. Yeah, I think the main reason our damage has been slow is because we've not been taking swipes at his head. Because swiping at the head is important in like so many ways. Because like it's actually like helping us stagger him as well. Ow. This is fine. Just jump around a bit. Cool, we're good. I'm hating these ravs, man. These ravs are hurting. I mean, yeah, streaming is tough. But this is NVNC, so it should be totally fine. Not even streaming, I'm recording. It's about the same process thing. But yeah, like, it's the only game that my computer struggled with since upgrading my computer. Man, this boss actually kind of a joke. Never mind. That's why I did feel like I was a little bit silly when I said this guy is gonna be the hardest boss in the game so far. Because like he definitely doesn't feel that way because he doesn't have any health. There we go. Not only did I get him there by exhaustion, but I also got him there by damage. Yeah, never mind. Legend skill increases the healing effect of recovery items. Amazing. Yeah, it's lovely. Sometimes a shinobi can survive what is a certain death for a lesser warrior. As such, medicinal knowledge is vital. The only way to learn such techniques is to be gravely injured, time and time again by worthy opponents. Excellent. You'd love to see it, that really helps. That encounter is gonna get me roasted by a lot of people. Oh my god, why won't you just block the enemy? The whole game is literally about blocking things. Listen. I think the first time I went up against a guy, I wasn't very good about the blocking against that particular guy, and I ended up getting burnt, literally. And from then on, I was like, maybe burning isn't like the valid strategy. Sounds familiar. Sounding less and less familiar. But sounds like where I'm going. Not sure if we're good on big on the whole praying thing. Haven't seen him doing it yet. Let's have a rest here. Wah! Just need one more prayer bit and we get some health? Defense? I think it's health. Looks like there's a lot of room in this game for health, considering the UI, right? Maybe I have no memories or anything. What's the money like? Oh, we're poor. We're poor. Well, we gotta save for 200 gold by defeating regular old enemies then. There's some stuff there in the gutters. Not sure that was. Can you fight in the... yeah, you can fight in the water. I was thinking, like... the waters have so far been very tame. I don't think there's been a single creature in the waters, actually. So I'm surprised. They haven't, like... you know, had, like, piranhas, maybe? Against us? Maybe a big shark? Maybe even just, like, crocodiles? Maybe if they want to do the whole mythology thing, they could have like kappas in the water, and they'd steal our spirit power beads from our rectums, you know? We have to like get them back and stuff them back in. Is that the end goal of like a kappa encounter? Do you have to like stuff the things back in, or do you just accept, okay, I guess I lost my spirit anal beads, I guess. That's too bad. Is that it? Blip. Were there some superstitious people that were like, oh shit, when I took that skinny dip in the water, I think a kappa got me and actually took my power beads and like started grifting on that and like selling power beads and like power stands next to rivers, be like, hello, come buy your anal beads here, and then like, you know, just stuff them in right there. Like, oh shit, this will give me my power back. Super male orb vitality, super female orb vitality, you know? The info capables. Putting what? It on them. Sure thing. Sounds like law to me. Doesn't sound like advice. It's the advice I'm looking for. Ooh, wait a second. You know what else I'm looking for? I'm looking for the money. I'd like to lock in them in, please. Wow! Show me the money! Gatehouse key. Okay, I'll take that. Key to the Samurai Gatehouse, located in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the well the wolf was kept in. Oh, okay, we should go back to them. Here, Gyobo the Demon's broken horn is respectively guarded by Ashina Samurai. The broken horn is a spear blade once wielded by Gyobo the Demon. It is said that no prey can escape Gyobo's horn. It pulls enemies in and is even incapable of stripping an enemy's armor. Well, if I didn't get advice from these guys, I certainly got advice from that key. Must be like a big charm on that key printed with a bunch of information. Again, that's a door that's not meant to be opened. But a wall that's meant to be skipped. What was that? What am I even looking at? Ogres with bells and doggos. Okay, gotcha. That okay, it's a long rope. I didn't think it was that long, actually. Foolish me. Ow. Okay, it's a magical rope that is exactly as long as it needs to be. Gotcha. Oh, it attacks on the way back as well. Ow. Ow. I was gonna say I hope there's a comedy attack of being trapped in the bell. I'm happy. I'm happy I got to see that. Alright, jumping. Not the best move though. That guy is pretty strong, dude. Oh, we still got 2 lives later, I think. At least 1 life. I mean, his health is just crazy. Is that because... Is it because we're attacking the bell rather than him? Now the main way of getting this guy must be to exhaust him. Oh, come on. We didn't get a second life. It did like a little big slash over us. But I'm pretty sure I saw we had 2 beads, right? What are 2 beads after that?